Hey, my magicals! It's freezing today. It's absolutely freezing. I hope you are all well and that you're all thriving and that you're all surviving. Right, okay. So, I'm sorry. I bumped my eyebrows. Okay, here's the thing. I am going to be doing an 8-8 portal reading today. It activated the 27th, I think, 27th, 28th, I think it was. And it goes all the way through to the 12th of August. This is the most powerful manifestation portal of the year. We do it every year, the Lionsgate portal. And so I am going to do a short little pop-up reading. It will be a very short one, 3 questions. I'm going to do the same layout as I'm doing here now. I do kind of feel that with the seeds we've planted with Jupiter in Cancer, the fact that Mercury is direct but still in shadow phase, it's coming out now, thankfully. And the fact that it's in Jupiter is in Leo, which is really a fortuitous time for us as well to be working through what we want and what we need and being the best versions of ourselves and the authentic fabulousness of ourselves needing to come out. I thought that this would be a good time to do this. What I am going to say is I do want to mention in the reading that Saturn is retrograde. Now, I have included a question. The last question in the reading is pertaining specifically to Saturn being retrograde during the 8-8 portal, and there's a reason for that. Saturn requires discipline and structure. Okay, so with the Saturn energy being in retrograde, we are having to review where we are lacking discipline, where we are lacking structure, or where the structures that we have are no longer serving our greater goals, our manifestations, our purpose. Okay, this is very much a time for us to get clear on that. Sorry, I just want to just ring lights a bit in my face. Okay, so in light of all of that, there will be 2 questions in the reading around specifically around how to manage this 8-8 portal. You manifest whatever it is that you want, right? I'm working around the energy behind the scenes, and as I'm looking at it, the clock is saying 11:11. Just saying, putting it out there gently in the corner. Make a wish. On alignment, on how to release and receive, and then obviously a structural kind of reality question, which is the last one around working this portal to your highest good, bearing in mind that the overarching energy here is going to be Saturn in retrograde. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to, what the hell did I do there? Oh, don't ask. It's been a long week this morning. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick general card just to see what, as a collective, what we need to know. Okay, right. Nice energy coming out. Victory. Not much I can say about that, really. Like, it's victory. It's fabulous, right? What I do want to say, that the victory card is actually 28. That comes down to a 10. It's a new start. So I get the feeling very strongly around this that, yes, victory is absolutely possible, that this is what we're aiming towards. I do kind of get a very Leo vibe from this. I don't know why. It's kind of got that, like, I don't know, that strength card, that kind of, I don't know, I can't explain it to you. There's just an energy around this. We are in Leo season at the moment. Okay, I think it's maybe all the yellow and gold on the card that's kind of making me feel like that, and pertaining to the sun, which is also a Leo card. But at the end of the day, we have this in our capability. This is what we're setting ourselves up for. So there is a collective energy over all of us saying we have the underlying energy of victory working with us. Okay, which let's not complain about that, because this year's been feck off hard, and it hasn't been the easiest year. Not gonna lie, not loving that. Okay, so let's start off with our first question, bearing in mind that the 8-8 portal is an alignment of planets and stars and everything with pyramids. So there is a very ancient energy to this portal. It's a very powerful portal, and you can literally manifest anything you want. I'm here to assist you in how to ensure that you are manifesting the things that are for your highest good, that you are needing to know what you need to let go of and things like that, and how to make it last for the long term. Okay, so in terms of our alignment question, for the collective, please, Kelso, what specific energy or power, I actually wrote them down, because on like track today. What specific energy or power within myself is the 8-8 portal calling me to awaken and step into? Okay, so what energy or power? So who are we needing to be? What are we needing to well, I'm not even saying what are we needing to do. It's more about who are we needing to be in order for us to work with this 8 energy, please, Kelso. Spirit, guides, guardians, elementals, everybody, please. We need as much help as we can get. This fire horse has kicked all of our asses. Okay. I'm going to take, okay. I'm being told I need to take those. Okay. And that one. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Right. So the first card out, I want to deal with this on its own, is the Magician. Okay. This is an energy of realizing that everything you have is within you. This is not a situation where, oh, I can't manifest this because I haven't learned the skill, or I haven't done this. It's that kind of energy of delayed manifestation, or delaying certain manifestations because you believe you're not capable of that. That's an energy you need to step away from. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's not going to serve you to feel like that at all. So that's part of the energy. There's the next card out is walking away. Okay. There are going to be a couple of things here. So knowing that you've got everything you need to manifest exactly what you want and to create the life that you want. Basic. Right. 8 of Cups. I do want to just say that on the end of this is the 9 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is walking away to get to the 9 of Cups. Let's just put that out there gently in the corner before we go anywhere else. Right, walking away. 5 of Swords, competition. A little bit of drama, a little bit of like nya-nya, right, in the background. A little bit of a kind of conflicty kind of energy. The 7 of Pentacles. So a couple of things happening here. Internal conflicts around patience, first and foremost. Walk away from anything that is going to disturb your peace of mind and your balance. Okay. So you becoming the version of yourself that believes that you are capable of, right? Because this gives you the key to capable of anything that you need to do in order to get what you want, right? But this is also saying that you're stepping into a power, because remember, we've got the release card just now. So what they're saying is the energy that you need to be coming with is not one of impatience. It's not one of internal conflict of, am I good enough for this? Am I worth this? Can I do this? Right? Can I do this now? Can I do this now? Or do I need to wait for a bit? That's kind of energy is the energy that you are walking away from, and you're stepping into it knowing that you are capable of. Because the universe is saying, if you're using your intuition and you're doing the work, you're going to get the reward. It's that simple. But this here is the tricky part. This is the part that catches us and holds us back, where we hold on to ideologies and energies that delay us, or procrastination. Okay, big one as well. So the version of yourself you're needing to step out as someone who's prepared to do what it takes to get to where they want to be. It also goes that you're not going to be impatient about this. So yes, you can put in the work, but it might take a few months longer than you're anticipating. Doesn't mean it's not coming. It means that things are maybe being cleared, or maybe things that were kind of like half-assed opportunities are not going to be coming your way because there is something better down the line. It's very much that energy, but know your worth, right? Magician and the High Priestess, that is powerful energy to be manifesting with. So step into that space of, I've got this, I can do this, and making sure that you're putting your head down, but don't forget the using your intuition part. If something feels off, or if something feels like it's not working anymore, even if on some level you think, but I know I've kind of always done that, well, maybe that's why the manifestations haven't worked in the past. Make sure that you are tuning into your intuition big time here, okay? Because it's going to pay off in dividends, is what I'm being told. Okay, so I'm going to use a different deck for the next question. Okay, what must I, so this is the release and receive question. What must I release to clear space for the highest manifestations flowing to me through this portal? What must I release to clear space? Okay, bearing in mind, this is telling you how you show up. So although it said you're walking away from stuff, it's about dropping stuff to become a version of yourself, right? Now we're asking what else do we need to clear? Apparently there's a whole lot of clearing going on. Well, this last full moon kicked my ass. Seriously kicked my ass. I was unprepared. Not the day of, the day after. Gosh, nailed me. Okay, what must I release, please, Carl? So what are the spaces that we need to clear in order to move forward? Yeah, got you. I feel like there's one more. Really? Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I really do feel like there's one more. There we go. Okay, right. Okay, so... Okay. Remember I said earlier the victory card felt like strength, and look what's come up, strength in reverse. Interesting. I felt like that Leo energy. Okay, so you've got two queens here coming up, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You've got the strength in reverse, and you've got the Two of Cups. The last cup out, which I said to you, felt very much like it needed to come out, the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this is very much saying that the things that you need to step away from are the fantasizing, the illusions, the stories that you tell yourself as well. Strength in reverse is saying, I can't do this. I don't have the strength to do. I don't have the courage. I don't. It's that fear-based thinking. Okay, because with the two queens here, this is the divine feminine energy. The queens are the divine feminine energy. What can happen is when we in our divine feminine energy too much and we're not grounded in the masculine. So the only masculine card out here is the strength card, and it's in reverse. Okay, like just putting it out there gently in the corner. This is saying that you need to be in a space of no more illusion, no more fantasizing, no more daydreaming. It's about taking action, actually doing what needs to be done. Okay, remember we said that we need to step into the energy of understanding that yes, we can do this. This is saying the space that's going to be cleared is the one where we are living in fantasy world and we're not turning it into reality. The Two of Cups is a beautiful energy and it's a perfect match and all of that. But there is a romanticized kind of ideology around the Two of Cups as well. The soulmate connection, the this, the that. This is saying to me that know your worth and following what your heart wants. The Queen of Cups to me is always following your heart, following what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Because the more we are joyful and the more we are creative and the more we all of the things that we love, the more our manifestations come into play and more quickly they come into play. Let's be clear on that. Okay, so this is saying very clearly that you need to actually be in a space where you are clearing out any illusions and old stories, anything that's going to be holding you back pertaining to the feminine side of stuff, the receiving. So am I worthy of receiving what I'm actually wanting? Am I capable of sustaining? They're also talking to me, especially with the strength in reverse. Kelsey's also talking to me about very clearly about fear of success. Who do I have to become if I succeed? What is that going to require of me? Am I capable of sustaining that? Those are the kinds of energies that you're needing to step away from. And I did a reading a little while ago where I spoke about the balancing of the masculine and the feminine energy and how important it was. And this is exactly that. the masculine doesn't daydream. The masculine takes action and does. The feminine is that daydreaming kind of lovely la 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 kind of energy. So they're saying step away from that and become like create an actual plan that's going to move you forward and get you to where you need to be. Okay. I just want to see here. I think I'm going to use this deck as well. All right. So now we move on to the Saturn question. Okay. And pertaining to the fact that we've still got Saturn retrograde. Gosh, this eyebrow is doing its own thing today. So the question is, what structural boundaries or daily disciplines must I commit to so my 8-8 portal manifestations can actually last? Okay, so not just about actually come in, but when they do come in, that they can last. Okay, so what are these? What boundaries or daily disciplines, please, Kelso team? Oh, cups. Interesting. It's quite a combination. The bottom of the deck is a Four of Swords. I kind of feel like that's saying there needs to be a balance here. So as much as you need to put the work in and do the work, right, which we got the Eight of Cups over here. Please hold, your call is important to us. Actually doing the work, right? I feel like the other side of that is we need to have balance in our space. We do need to have balance in order for us to make this create the longevity that we need. Okay, so we've got here the Hermit. Again, we've got the Hermit, and we have the High Priestess, guys. Using your intuition. They're saying one of the daily practices is meditation, whether we like it or not. You're all spiritual beings, otherwise you wouldn't be on this channel. We wouldn't be on this channel watching these videos. Meditation will bring a clarity that I can't even begin to express to you. I've been doing it every day, and it's really made a huge difference, right? It is such a powerful thing for us to do for ourselves. And what happens? You get the King of Swords straight afterwards. He is clear, he is logical, he is concise, he is strategic, he plans, right? He doesn't just go out there willy-nilly creating all kinds of havoc, right? So in terms of what structural practices are the saying here, do your meditations, gain the clarity, and then make the plans, right? Be open to learning new things. Be adaptable and open to learning new things. The pages are always at the beginning start of something. And with the pencils, it speaks about longevity. So this may actually mean that you take a course. It may mean that you need to do some financial planning around it, okay, and get some structures in place with that. But this is about saying go the distance with that, right? And here you've got at the end of it the Five of Wands and the Nine of Cups. All right, this is going to be a weird message, but I've got to give you. Stop fighting what wants to come in. Okay, you've got a double Nine of Cups here. You've got two Nines of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Okay, so this could be a double whammy here. This could be getting them twice. It could be do not give into excess, right, of any kind. Do not give into addictions and things like that. But I also strongly was told to not fight what is trying to come to you, because we do that. We sit there and we go, are we worthy? We go back to this energy here of, am I worthy of receiving what I've asked for? Okay, guys, this year, a lot of this year is going to be about self-worth and how we perceive things and the stories we tell ourselves. Again, the Seven of Cups, the things that we believe, this is all in the head, right? This is all decision-making and pie in the sky kind of illusion and fantasy. So we're having to face that now. Saturn doesn't deal with that kind of energy. Saturn's like, make a decision and move on. Do what you need to do. Saturn's very clear about that. Okay, so this is the opportunity for that. So they're saying, make sure that you are not being excessive in anything, that you are disciplined in your actions and in your maybe your spending. It could be that you need to be disciplined in your spending. That's why they said come up with some kind of strategy around that. If you're wanting to create something in your business, have a financial plan. Do it properly. Don't wing it. I think that may have been for me anyway. But the gist of it is that you are needing to actually come up with actual plans, and that is really all that Saturn is about. So if you're going to want to do things for the long term, plan for the long term is basically what it's saying. I mean, this is your daily practice. And I kind of feel like if you have got plans and strategy, I think this energy here, especially with the page and the learning and all that, if something's not working, recalibrate, change it. This energy is also saying check in on what your plans are. Are they working the way you want them to? Have you got a supplier that's irritating you? And I don't mean that like as in like a, oh, I mean, is there a supplier who constantly lets you down but you feel bad? That's got to go. Bless them. Bless them with all the love in the world. Let them go. Find a supplier who's going to show up for you. That's an example, right? If there are niggles in what you are trying to achieve, then you need to get clear on how to move past those things and move away from them. We don't take niggles with us into those spaces. Okay. Right, guys. So that's the reading. Your individual ones will be in exactly the same format, exactly the same questions. So I'm going to open up a couple of slots. Please just note that this weekend is busy, so it will be first come, first serve. I have a full day Reiki class tomorrow. But I am sending you so much love. Just remember, you can manifest anything you want to. This is about the how to bring it in, how to make sure that we are manifesting for our highest good, and how to make it last. Okay. I'm sending you all big, big loves, and I will catch you on the flip side. Big loves.